Greetings and salutations. We return once more to the reign of Kaiserin, Eufemia, Hunfrieding, the Shadow of France. We have just seized control of Francia, and we are decidedly going to try and pick our son Ludolf as an inheritor. Naturally, everyone else really disagrees with this and doesn't want that to be the case. That's fine. In the grand scheme of things, we're going to try and reach the point where we have a late feudal administration and can actually make primogeniture a thing. First of all, where the hell is our capital? Is it in Paris? No, our capital is in Mortagne. I really would like that county. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be very difficult. Well, first things first, I'm going to put my Chancellor on the business of fabricating a claim on Paris, because that is the seat I ultimately want to take. I'm going to have an interesting time here. You see, I really want to revoke those. The problem is I can't right now because I don't have a... Anyway, first things first, we've just taken over France, and we're presently dealing with the fallout of an ongoing revolt. Reinmar the Merry, who has been pretty nastily disfigured, presumably in battle, is ordinarily the Duke of Brunswick. He took advantage of our declaration of war to seize control over to press his own goal of trying to expand the realm, such as it were. Sorry, of trying to seize his own liberty. Difficult sometimes to talk and think. We're going to raise the extra vassal levies we have, I think, because we could really use them right now. There should also be quite a few more of them than there were. Oh, and look! Looks like that's all interestingly gone into things. Okay, so a lot of things are being incorporated into the Empire of France. That's going to have to change as time goes along. Kingdom of East Francia is being incorporated into France. Saxony. Oh, right, because these are all... We destroyed some of those kingdoms to make them happen. Got it. Well, that's all going to change even more with time. Now, the good news is, all of our vassals neatly pulled their resources into my positions. Why did they all raise there? That's interesting. I should have been able to raise a lot more other troops. Apparently just they all raised in Paris because I guess the current king of East Francia and Saxony has suzerainty over them in some way. It's going to be interesting. Regardless, we've got 8,000 troops to play with, and some rebellious vassals who need putting down sharply. Let's take the liberty to get our house in order as well. We could hilariously try and claim the Kingdom of Asturias, but I think for our granddaughter wouldn't be much use for us. Although one day we can't declare war if we'd raised any army levies. But I think one day we can actually declare war on the Caliphate and try and seize the Umayyads. I don't know if we'll do that. There's no particular advantage, and I almost want to keep. I want to keep the Caliphate there for narrative reasons as much as anything else. All right, we can righteously imprison quite a number of people. Oh, we really need some new leaders. Okay, fine. Council. We don't have a temporary title. That is excellent news. Okay. Kaiserin, the commander of Francia, the most dangerous man in France. I don't want to... Day is going to come. That man is going to... That man and I are going to have it out. But not this day, fortunately. Oh, my son would make a far superior spymaster, though. I mean, he wouldn't make a superior spymaster, but he would make a desirable one, and that's important. I also want him studying technology. Over in, let's say Lombardy, because we're on good relationship. We're on good terms with King Landulf. Oh, I should have had him scheming, discouraging him from joining factions. Oh well, that will come as it does. Court chaplain can stay where he is. Steward can stay where he is. Marshal, I've really got to replace my marshal at some point. And I could do worse. My court chaplain definitely needs replacing. Egbert, Bishop of Bayeux, is a possibility. Landulf is a monk, a mastermind theologian, and he dislikes me because I'm a tyrant who decreased the power of the council. Keeper of the Swans, Master of the Hunt, Seneschal. I could give him power and position. Oh, but he's greedy, and that makes a difference. Fine. So he's greedy, and that buys his worth for a time. My nephew, Steward of France, he's doing a fine job. There's no reason to change that. I might as well give him some money as well, though, and award him, make him keeper of, let's say, almoner, cupbearer, not my seneschal, no. But I could do worse than naming him keeper of the swans if I wanted. I'll think about it. Chancellor's fine. Marshal is so favourable to us. Oh. Tabar, Prince of Bavaria, would make a half-decent marshal if I wanted. Thing is, I almost want to keep my son as he in place for the council advantages right now. We're going to need to ultimately slowly flip back everything until we can make the council absolute. Until we can have an absolute monarchy. That's the simple truth of the matter. It's going to take us a long time and probably multiple generations. And a more popular ruler, I suspect, for some time. We need more legalism. We'll want to change vassal wars. Although I think that is pretty much only possible with an imperial administration. We don't want to change our vassal limits. Sadly, as much as I enjoy as entertaining as centralization is, we're planning to rule an empire. Decentralized rule is valuable for us, especially one where it's useful to have a lot of vassals. We are an elective, aristocratic empire rather than a Carolingian hegemony. I think the only reason for that is that we're no longer... yeah, it's no longer the House of Carling ruling it. That's interesting. I definitely want to change that. Karl the Confessor was responsible for creating West Francia, more or less, having inherited it from Pepin the Short. Fine, anyway. That would be Charlemagne, who never became Charlemagne. Right, because we're playing... I forgot, of course, it's been some time. Oh, good lord, it's been 156 years. We took over after 110, more or less. We were what, 23? Yep. Time has passed for us. Lots of time. Alright. Cancel positions. That was it. Our court chaplain is still negative. We'll see about that. Can't do. Regenar. Okay, that's the point. Who are our most powerful vassals? Richard Carling is a powerful vassal and expects to be on the council. He's not going to be on the council because I say so. The Duke of Toulouse is powerful and expects to be on the council. He has issue with us because we coerced him into joining factions. Duke of Provence is powerful. Is the Duke of Gascogne? He's useful, but he's not powerful. Gunther is powerful, because we did attempt to kill him. We should probably finish trying to kill him actually whilst we're at it. It is pretty desirable. Sorry, so Gunther's powerful. Everyone up from there. Pol is, the Duke of Flanders doesn't have too much useful to him, but he is helpful. Duke of Provence is, I would say Flanders and Provence are probably our best bets for advisors, because they're likely to go along with whatever we say. Flanders, and let's go for Pol. Duke of Aquitaine hates us. Orleans. Where's the Duke of Flanders? I'm missing him somewhere. Interesting. Yep. Odalric Huguenot. Oh wait, have I already put him in? I haven't. Duke of Provence. That's what I want. He's not there. Why is he not there? I haven't already given him power in some way, have I? Oh, he's in hiding. Right, got it. I suppose Toulouse is a possibility. Or Aquitaine. I have to say, Toulouse is an issue because he hates me. On account of the war declarations in the past. But he would be fairly straightforward once I brought him into power. Alright, we can always kick him off the council, I suppose. Duke Galtieri. -3. I need to give him an honour. He can be my seneschal. Why not? I want him to at least not be malcontent, more or less. Too expensive to woo over with gold. No, I can't give him multiple honorary titles. Oh, there is one more honorary title I want to give. To my most powerful vassal of all, King Richard. I know it's not helpful. Can I not grant him an honorary title? That is a shame. Oh well. King Richard. I wanted to make you court jester. Oh well. You are of course in the dungeon, and that is a problem. But don't worry. Your suffering won't last too long. You're already playing a German Catholic Kaiserin. Forgot about that. Lovely. Goodness knows there's plenty of vassal bishops we have, and they all prefer the Pope, but not by much, over us. There's also no longer an anti-Pope, he must have died. Oh wow, the Byzantines are powerful. We're probably going to let our dear friend lose his war, because I have no interest in fighting against the power of the Byzantines right now. 3 unlanded sons. Duke Lop of Navarra can be imprisoned. Princess Liutperga of Lombardy most certainly can be imprisoned, but yeah, funnily enough, my nephew, her husband, would be against that. She's leading a plot. Mayor Rubard now. I really need to change that malcontent. I also really want to get rid of Duke Gunther the Unchaste at some point in the near future, but that can wait. We can kill. Well, first we'll try killing him for the hell of it. Vassals had their levies raised too long. Well, we're now fighting a defensive war, I believe. I still want to move to Paris. Could I plot in that direction? Yeah, abandon the plot. Because I swear... Now we presently revoke the various. It was actually back up there with the king's title, wasn't it? Revoke the Kingdom of East Francia. Oh, I believe I have a truce with King Richard, which would prevent me from doing that. That's alright, he can die in the dungeons soon enough, and I'll help him along if I need to. I suppose for the moment, there's certainly plenty of revocations we can do. But I would say for kill the Pope. Wow, that is one of our automatically generated options. That is downright hilarious. Let's settle for plotting to kill our favourite Duke. Don't care about that, don't care about extorting our subjects right now. Though I'm curious. No, that I do. And call our allies into the independence war. He might join us, but he's a bit busy and I don't want him to divert his troops too much. On succession, we presently risk losing it to Duke Adelbard the Fat. This is true. My vassal, Duke of Luxembourg. Spy. Can we spy on him? Stop spying on whoever we're currently spying on. Spy on Adelbard. I would like to reduce the number of possible alternatives we have for the election. Thank you. Going to die sooner or pretty soon. I want Prince Ludolf taking over. Elective aristocratic empire. Well, that can change soon enough. We just need to continuously revoke and change some laws, to say nothing of our obligations. Now, oh wow, we can make a lot of changes. But that's only because Mortain is so woefully underdeveloped. Okay, I've been, what, just talking for how long now? 20 minutes? Yeah, no. Time to actually get on with things. We can create some titles. We're not going to. We're definitely not going to create kingdoms. That would be ridiculous. Creating kingdoms is decidedly undesirable for us. We can usurp the Duchy of Bourbon. Definitely Bourbon rather than Bourbon, if we wanted. I don't know if we would necessarily want to. De jure Duchy Bourbon. I don't particularly plan to for now. As interesting as another duchy might be, I also don't want to spend the gold. We can also press a lot of de jure claims. Most of which I think are within our rebels. Right, let's get on with it. Presently Prince Thietmar has been picked as our inheritor. Interesting. He is heir to the Duchy of Normandy. Now we're presently dealing with the more of the local concern, I would say, but fair enough. I want to make sure that we're succeeded by our we're succeeded in the Empire by our favoured son. We have dozens of raiders and so on we're facing. Lovely. I suppose now we're dealing with all these problems ourselves. Oh, we did invite that guy, didn't we? Oh, I guess he'll do. My eyes and ears have discovered the bizarre and repulsive truth about Duke Adelbard II of Luxembourg's sexual preferences. How should I use this juicy information? Stay out of factions and the succession, or I will imprison you. Apparently Amory has been selected as heir to the Empire now. That was an unexpected choice. Alright. I would personally prefer Prince Ludolf, but he's not terrible. When confronted with the evidence, Duke Adelbard swore to stay out of all factions and be loyal. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I might, now Duke Gunther, I'm afraid, is going to vary, but I suppose we might as well stop spying on him and take the opportunity to see if we can't kill Gunther. It's always worthwhile killing Gunther. If you don't know what to do, try and kill Gunther. That's what I say. Sorry. Worth it for the extra odds of killing Gunther. I don't know why we want this man dead so much, but also I don't care about those raiders over there, so best of luck. I'm mostly stopping these ones because they're in my way. Oh look, someone wants to increase the power of Francia. Duke Cyclad, is it? Right. I'll have a word with that one. He's not my imprisonment list, is he? Well, he can be later. Duke of Auvergne. You know what? As entertaining as I find the idea of trying to kill Gunther, and I certainly want to, I have better options ahead of me. He's either going to die or he's going to stay out of factions, and either one's fine with me. Yep, they can all die. Who exactly is it? Oh, English fancy. Those are the fellows dealing with us. Alright. Let's head to Julik. It's a nice stable option. Now the thing is, our dear friend Reinhard the Merry, supposedly he has 10,000 troops in his levies. I've yet to see where those 10,000 are. Clearly somewhere at sea, based on their complete non-appearance. Ah, Duke Sicard has told shocking lies about his rightful liege. That would be me. Stay out of factions. Glad to hear it, Duke Sicard. And that should take care of that particular powerful faction for the moment. Nothing to do about Duke Gunther. But I dare say the Duke of Gascoigne could use a word or two. Stop spying. Reginari next. Yep. I never really appreciated the value of this particular... Oh, there they are. Wow. That's quite a number. Now they have an interesting comment. Well. Not the most expected transition, but our son is Emperor of France. We have kept our power within the family, more or less. And now it's simply a matter of trying to maintain it. So, Mathilde and Frieding. Ah, yes, it was our aunt, wasn't it, who took over, and our primary heir is our daughter. Interestingly, okay. So, the reign of Eufemia, the shadow of France. Well, taking the time to study the chronicle of House Hunfrieding, which begins when we start playing in 880. Countess Eufemia of Mortagne, a mere count, a young, bright thing. Countess Eufemia, through deeds of shadow and character, pretty much immediately became known as the Shadow. She married Count Nicolaus, a nephew of a young, I think would have been distant nephew of hers, a kinsman, in the interests of maintaining close connections between another county within France. However, she soon proved herself to be astoundingly unfaithful, spending her time, I think at this point it's more useful to step out of the chronicle and look instead at the Empire of France. When France was still it was still East Francia, it was still the kingdom, not yet been formed into a fallen empire. She began plotting to consolidate her power, moving from the county of Mortagne to Évreux, then Rouen, and eventually seizing Eure and the Duchy of Normandy, which she used to further increase her military and political might. With the rank of a duchess, and before that, even with her personal allure, she was able to gain support through a mixture of treachery, blackmail, seduction, and carefully selected assassinations as well, including the murder of her own husband, who, as she would point, started it, as it were, by plotting to kill her first. She went without a husband for some time and then eventually married 2 other men in the course of things, more for the aid of running her estates than anything else. However, having risen to the point of a duchess and toying for a time with the idea of perhaps becoming a queen, she set her sights on the highest throne of all. She syndicated, she blackmailed and coerced and seduced the various nobles of France into supporting her bid to change the election of France, the Empire of France itself, no longer from the I think it was Gavelkind before, to a true electoral monarchy, one for which she banded together with her syndicates and fought a civil war against the Emperor of France, one of the French Carlings, I think one of the great grandsons of Charles I, who never became Charlemagne. She then took the time to consolidate, build power, shift the balance of votes and hope within France, carefully, no longer relying as much on her seduction, but more upon subtle blades and secrets and lies to ruin those who stood in her way. Until eventually, it was only she tried to more or less legitimately assume the throne, but it was only at long last, with the growing knowledge of her own imminent demise, that she took the plunge and raised up arms against her rightful liege, seizing the throne and the crown and dying as Kaiserin of the Empire of France. Her son, who, interestingly, is actually French rather than German, as she was, has now taken over, and is going. I think is probably going to go along with her wishes, my wishes, and nominate Ludolf, Prince of France, his cousin, as, for now, the most desirable successor. But that is all to be played next time in the continuing adventures and chronicles of the House of Hunfrieding and the reign of Emperor Amaury I. Until then, fare thee well.